Hello, Buddy Crow, back again, and welcome to part 4 of the Leisure Suit Larry Goes Looking for Love in Several Wrong Places playthrough. In the last part, as we started our cruise, we found out that the Bachelorette was not on board, but instead her mother was. And she whipped us. And she crushed us. And then later by the pool, we got sunburned. And then we were picked up by a woman, who then turned out to work for the KGB, so she promptly killed us. Oh, also, we drowned in the pool. In the bar, we drank something we shouldn't have and wound up captured by the KGB again. And then we escaped the cruise on a lifeboat, where we got sunburned and set on fire. Oh, and got sick from spinach dip. As we resumed the playthrough, Larry is being washed up on a beach somewhere. Hey Larry, that's you out there in the surf. Land ho, you cry. Would you really need to shout land ho if you're drifting in the beach yourself? It's really unnecessary. It's really a thing for ships, for the person in the crow's nest to inform everybody that they see land. Come on, Larry. I don't want to go too fast because sometimes it can screw up the animations, but he washed up on shore. And, oh, look, there's somebody to help us. Oh, good, here comes somebody to help you. Like he just walks by and kicks sand in your face. Asshole. So at least we know this isn't the deserted island. Well, the umbrella should have been hint enough that this isn't the deserted island. Congratulations, Larry. You have survived weeks adrift on the high seas with nothing but your courage, perseverance, and a few humble provisions. Endured tropical storms, vicious winds, and high seas, and just a tiny lifeboat prevailed over the surf, offshore barrier reef, and razor-sharp coral. Escaped the dangerous mother, avoided vicious KGB, and the tempting enticements of the evil Dr. Nonuki's henchette hordes, and withstood that creep's audacious humor. And you're still as good as new, but boy, is your suit a mess. Oh no, his suit's fine actually. Don't you just love a good polyester? But now you wonder, where am I? And what possessions survived your disastrous journey, which is a hint that we should look at our inventory. And we've got our bikini top still. Don't worry, she'll never miss it. The enclonk, the passport, and the wad of dough. That's what we have. We're going to save the island. So we're on the island. Let's go to the left, or the right first. Just to see what's at the right here. It looks like a beach. Look. Funny, this beach, the entire beach is filled with men. So let's take a look around here. Let's stroll out here. Oh, wait, what's this? I have him, cries the agent. We caught you, you capitalist bourgeois listee of the evil empire, shouts the KGB agent, looking ill at ease in his ill-fitting trench coat and oversized Speedo. The KGB have recognized you, captured you, and will now take you to their headquarters for questioning and other fun stuff. And again, we go back to, wait, too bad since you were nearing the airport and freedom from this resort. So, yeah, same old end screen here. So let's go, we can't go right. We need to figure a way to get across that screen, which is the whole purpose of this island. Yeah, look at this. What is this? Look. Say, these people have no clothes on. What kind of place is this anyway? Let's take a look around. We're blocked off by the rocks here. We actually can't look. We can't climb the rocks. Isn't polyester comfortable? Was that naked woman talking to you? Let's talk to the lady. Hiya, baby. You tell her my name's Larry. Larry Laffer. Well, hello yourself, big boy, says the totally naked woman lying on the rock. Aren't you the overdressed one? Say, since you're all dressed, and I was just thinking of leaving, why don't we go to my place together? I know a wonderful spot near here where we could be alone. Come on, Larry, just follow me. Okay. Oh, let's just follow her. Well, Tiger, what are you waiting for? Follow me. Okay, let's follow her. Hey, baby, you cry. Wait for me. You quickly You quickly seduce the beautiful naked woman and then head for the resort parking lot where she leaves her personal helicopter. A short, romantic, low-altitude chopper ride across the South Pacific is followed by... Yeah, I bet you can see what's happening here. You are so impressed you'd never had a girl invite you to her pad before, not to mention her landing pad. So we could actually... Let's do this super fast. This is the same scene as before. It's exactly the same scene before. It's just a different lady. So we're going to fast forward through this. We're still showing. It's a little bit different. The dialogue's even the same. Yeah, nothing is different here. We're just showing this in fast. I probably could have just skipped the whole thing, but why not show it again since it was such a great death to begin with. Back on the island. So, we don't really want to go left. We don't want to go right. It took me a while to figure this out. But we could go down. And, oh man. This next screen, we're going to see a lot. Okay, I have no control over Larry in this screen. He just kind of wanders around on his own. What you do need one thing from this screen. Let's look. This resort has lovely landscaping, but is so dense that you cannot find anything. You wander about aimlessly searching for a break in the vegetation to return you to civilization. You can't really notice it here, but there's flowers there. And when he's standing right at that point, you can take the flowers. And you actually need those flowers to proceed in a later part of the game. You reach over and break off those beautiful flowers at its base. Ah, you rationalize. They'll never miss just one flower. So, this is going to take a while for him to get through. It's just kind of a humorous part. If you remember the title screen, where he was kind of looking around the letters and stuff, those animations were actually taken from this screen here, as he tries to find his way out of the jungle. Climbing up the trees, coming out of a tree. Yep, that's one of the animations from the title screen. And he somehow wound up underground. This is played for comedic effect. Oh, he fell out of a tree somehow. There's a peacock, just, you know, showing his feathers. Oh wait, how did he wind up behind the peacock? Okay, he's going off that way, I guess. Off to the left again. Yep, there he is again. He just kind of cycle looped the screen. And, oh, look! Land shark! Land shark! Get out of there, Larry! Oh, wait, it was just a guy in a... I guess it's a KGB guy, but... so we can't let him catch us anyway. But why is he wearing that fin? Oh, wait, he's up there now. He's up in the tree. Ah, at last you found an exit. But where does it lead? Why, you found a lovely restaurant. So, let's save here. Restaurant. I'm sure I spelled that wrong. Let's look around. Expensive linen, crystal, and silver weighs down the tables. An appetizer buffet fills one corner. Let's look at the man. There's no one here except that snooty maitre d'. Let's talk to the man. Excuse me, sir, you say hesitantly. I was wondering if I might get a bite to eat. The maitre d' slowly diverts his gaze towards you. Your name, please, he asks. My name is Larry. Larry Laffer. Well, I suppose I could try and find a place for you on our busy schedule, he replies disdainfully. Just have a seat there in the chair while I prepare a table for you. So let's sit in our chair and wait for a table. And this part I'm going to fast because it's stopped. Why, Mr. and Mrs. Rich, says the maitre d'. What a pleasure to see you again. Of course I have a table for you. So, yeah, he's going to seat them. Well, that was certainly rude. You were here before them. You feel yourself becoming perturbed. So he's going to sit them over there. Okay. I hope you find this satisfactory, sir, growls the maitre d' with his palm extended. I'm guessing they gave him money because... they just didn't animate it. So we're sitting there. Oh, look, another couple showed up that looks exactly like the first couple. Why, Mr. and Mrs. Famous, says the maitre d'. What a pleasure to see you. Of course I have a table for you. Please walk this way. Well, that was certainly rude. You were here before them. You feel yourself becoming annoyed. Avoid the noid. Yeah, it's copy and paste there on those couples. I hope you find it satisfactory, sir, grovels the maitre d' with his palm extended. All right, he comes back. Surely we are next to get seated. What the? Another couple that's exactly the same. Why, Mr. and Mrs. Gates? I wonder if this is supposed to be Mr. and Mrs. Bill Gates. Says the maitre d'. What a pleasure to see you again. Of course I have a table for you. Please walk this way. Well, that was certainly rude. You were here before them. You feel yourself becoming indignant. I hope you find it satisfactory, sir, grovels the maitre d' with his palm extended. Nobody's actually getting waited on or eating anything. Why, Mr. Leach, says the maitre d'. What a pleasure to see you again. Of course I have a table for you. He didn't mention his wife. Please walk this way. Well, that was certainly rude. You were here before them. You feel yourself becoming incensed. I hope you find it satisfactory, sir, grovels the maitre d' with his palm extended. Why, Mr. and Mrs. Williams, says the maitre d', presumably Ken and Roberto Williams. What a pleasure to see you again. Of course I have a table for you. Please walk this way. Well, that was certainly rude. You were here before them. You feel yourself becoming enraged. I hope you find it satisfactory, sir, grovels maitre d' with his palm extended. Okay, we can slow this down a little bit because there's no many seats left. All right, sir, the maitre d' says begrudgingly. I'll show you to your table now. Sure, now that there's no tables left. I'm not in control. Please walk this way. You think to yourself, if I walk that way, I'd use talcum powder. Are we going to that little... Oh boy, shit, says the maitre d', sharply clapping his hands. Please set up a table for Mr. Laffer. Oh, we get a little pop-up table. He popped everything up on the table as he popped it up. Be seated, Mr. Laffer, says the maitre d' as he escapes to the kitchen. Feel free to help yourself to your appetizer bar. And oh yes, I almost forgot. May the force be with you. Getting a lot of use out of that trite phrase. Choice vocation, Larry. That's, Oh, we can't go into the kitchen. Let's save. Restaurant. And sit. And let's eat. Once you tasted it, you wouldn't want to taste it anymore. Eat food. Yummy? Bad idea, Larry. For a while, you're afraid that you're going to die. Then you're afraid you're not going to die. Your last thoughts are, maybe it was something I ate. So is this restaurant just giving us poisoned food? Because I don't think that was the... Maybe it was the KGB that somehow poisoned our food. But actually, we don't even need to sit down, I believe. I don't even think that was worth any points. Just in case, I'm going to sit down. I don't think that was worth points. Nope. Okay. Stand. Oops. Stand. Up. Stand, please. All right. We're going to head on over to... Let's talk to the guy. Talk to man. No one in this table is interested in speaking with you. What, lady? Once you... okay, enough of that. So, the buffet. We're here for one item and one item only, really. Let's look at the buffet. Why, look! There's a knife laying next to the cheese plate. Take knife. We need that knife. The maitre d' did say to help yourself to the buffet, but this is rather borderline behavior, Larry. Oh, okay, you serendipitously slip the slicer from the serving surface and sequester it in your suit. Yeah, eat cheese. You glob up a cracker full of brie and slip it into your mouth. You never liked brie. Okay. At least he didn't die from eating the brie. But we're done with the restaurant, and as we leave the restaurant, we're back here, and let's try to do this as fast as possible. He does practically the same thing again and again. Every time, what happens is you leave an area, you go into this jungle, you hit the next area. You leave that area, you get back into the jungle, go to the next area. And it keeps repeating for like 4 screens. And to get to the next screen, you have to traverse this jungle. Now, fortunately, It does cut down the animations every time you go into this jungle, but it still takes a really long time. So we're just gonna wait. It's fast forwarding. Yeah, so at last you find an exit. But where does it lead? Why, you found an empty guest room. So let's save. And we're in the guest room. And I'm going to hold out for a second here, because somebody should be... Let's look around. This room is considerably larger than your stateroom on board the cruise ship. It has a picture window overlooking the beach. There is a restroom plus a dressing area near the picture window. There is a book of complimentary matches lying on the nightstand near the bed. Well, we will need those matches. Oh, look. Let's look at the lady. You find native women sexy, but then you find any woman sexy. Oh, good morning, sir. I'm your customer service representative in charge of horizontal surface consistency and custodial maintenance. I trust you are finding everything satisfactory, she asks. She says she's the maid. Okay, well, let's screw the maid. Okay. Oh, sir, she smiles demurely. I just love Americano men. They are so, how you say, financial. And, well, come on, big boy. What are you waiting for? Don't you want to may the force be with you? As opposed to have a nice day. Okay, we got in the bed. Gee, you tell her, is this room service or what? You can't imagine my surprise when I tried this for the first time and it actually worked. I was like, what? I'm shocked. I'm shocked. There's nothing that's happened like this so far in this game. So we are actually getting down with the maid, and it's surprising. But in the back of your mind, you're thinking, can this really end well? Can Larry just have sex with the maid and just that'll be it? Uh-oh. I think something's going to happen here. While you are indisposed, through the doorway marches the maid's older brother, Carlos. What's he doing here? Why is he following his sister around? Thanks to U.S. foreign aid, Carlos has many extra bullets that he enjoys firing for amusement. Sista Maria, how many times have I got to tell you, lay off the white meat? Like he sticks his head out right in a gun. And boy, bad choice, Larry. Remember, there's no such thing as a free lunch. Oh, how I kind of wish there was like a death animation there. Instead, we just have to assume he gets shot in the face. Okay, we're in the guest room, and actually, we already know that there are matches here. Take matches. Okay, you slip a book of matches into your pocket. Gee, Larry, at last you found your match. Drum fill. And there is the maid, which we're going to ignore because she can get us into trouble. Okay, we've already read that. She says she's the maid. Say goodbye. Goodbye. Okay, says the native maid coyly. May the force be with you. I think she just says that, like if you don't do anything for a while. But we want to take the soap that's sitting here. I don't remember if it said you grab a bowl full of tiny bars of soap and dump them into your pockets thinking, when I get home, I can carefully wet these and glue them together and make at least one regular sized bar. What a great deal. You've always been terminally cheap. Even though he's like a millionaire. He's getting $1 million for life. So that's all we really need in this room for right now. We will be back, but we do have to contend with the screen again. And yeah, it's gonna be quicker. I'm fast forwarding it. There's only one thing on this thing to grab, and that's those flowers. I grabbed those, but it's so easy to miss because he's got to be standing in one spot. In fact, for the longest time, I didn't even know he could type anything while he was wandering around the jungle. And the peacock, it's the same animations, it just cuts it down every time just a little bit. But if you were playing at this at normal speed, okay, you'd be like, come on. Oh, why, you found the resort's barber shop. Now, if you haven't guessed at this point, the barber shop is don't all barber shops look the same pictures and everything, is a running gag in this game. Good day, mister, says the barber. Can I help ya? Let's talk to the barber. I got no time for tiki-talkie, responds the barber. Okay, we'll sit. Is there anything you can do for my receding hairline, you asked the barber. But of course, mister, says the barber. I got just what you need. Just have a seat in a chair, please. For you today, I got a special deal, he begins. I'm going to try some of my Oxidol. Don't you mean Monoxidol, you ask? No, he says. I don't know what that is. I'm going to rub your head with some of this liquid laundry detergent. Too late to leave now, Larry. He's got you. Alright, so he's putting liquid laundry detergent in our hair. There, all set, said the barber. Now let's just give it a second to work. How ridiculous, you think? I just let some guy I don't even know pour laundry detergent on my head. And, oh, look at that, it grew. Wow, you exclaim. Not only does this stuff really work, it's fast, too. I knew you'd be delighted, responds the barber. Come on back and see me any time, Blondie. Why do you call me that, you ask? Oh, no reason, he says. Our hair's changing colors, and, oh yes, we are, of course, blonde now. Oh, great, you cry. Now what am I supposed to do? Have a more fun, he answers. Alright, so, we've got, well, at least my bald spot is gone, you say. Along with your self-respect, says the barber. May the force be with you. Okay, we're going to leave and jungle seat again, but at least we get to do it with this new long blonde hair. Speed it up a bit. Man, this part drove me crazy. And could you imagine, like, later on in the game, when you realize that you might have missed something and you've got to go back and do all of this again? That's where the length of this game comes in. Say you're getting faster at this, and we're back at the beach, and all the screens repeat after that. Now, we can't quite... I'm just going to say straight off, we can't go to the right. We can't fool the KGB looking like this. They still know it's us, even though we have long blonde hair now. They will still catch us. And rather than do that, let's go over here. That lady's gone now. Let's look around. Say, these people have no clothes on. What kind of place is this anyway? There's a discarded bikini bottom laying on the rock at the eastern edge of the sand. Now, the first time I played this, I was like, where the hell is this bikini bottom? I thought that little part in the right-hand corner is, but it's clearly said the other part here where you can't see. So let's take bottom. It looks a little small for you, but what the heck? So we do have a bikini top and a bikini bottom now. And let's get out of here. That's the only reason we're back here. Let's speed up a lot because we're not quite done yet. We have got to change into this bikini top. We've got to disguise ourselves as a woman. I'm just going to say that that's what we're trying to do here now. And there's only one place we can change. And that place is the guest room. You can't change anywhere else. You can't change on the beach. Otherwise, we would have just changed there and not had to do this again. There's nothing we can do in the restaurant, so we have to exit and go back out into the jungle. And wait, it is getting faster. I think we wind up in the room. Yeah, the room is the next place we wind up. I don't think the maid shows up. Say, you're getting faster at this. So, oops. We need to go back here and wear bikini. Okay. Boy, do you look sweet. So now Larry is dressed as a woman. But, you know what? If we went on the beach dressed like this, for starters, the KGB will still know that it's us. So we can, what do we say? Can I just use soap? You're already clean. Put soap in bikini top. Have you no modesty? Okay, well, we have to do this behind the wall, I guess. Okay. Are you sure you want to do this? There we go. We look a little bit more like a woman now. Not so flat-chested. Now, I'm going to say right now that if we went on the KGB beach looking like this, they'd still know it's us. And after the next scene, I'll explain why. We have to go back to the barber. At least it's, you know, every time he goes in here, it's a little bit different from now on. A rink is a cretin. And yeah, is this it? I think that's it. Yep, we're getting faster at this. Look. Okay, yeah. Talk to the barber. You look a mucho better to me, buddy. He knows it's us, but he's more attracted to us. Let's sit in the chair. Is there anything you could do about my excess body hair? Now, this presumes that we've gone on the beach and the KGB noticed us, and we ask, how did you know it was us? And they're like, all the body hair. So that's why we're asking the barber, can we remove the body hair? But of course, mister, says the barber. I got just what you need. Just have a seat in the chair, please. Yeah, and I just rather, the death scene is, you know, being interrogated by the KGB again, so that's why I didn't bother to do that. For you today, only I got a special deal, he begins. Somehow, I wonder, you reply. No, he says, this'll work real good. What are you going to do with me to me this time? Body waxing! Of course, we saw this coming a mile away. Once again, he's got you trapped in his chair. You better hope this time it will turn out better. But Larry doesn't like his long blonde hair. I don't get it. Why is he disappointed by that? Wow, he put a lot of wax in us. There, all is set, said the barber. Now just to lay there and let it get hard. How could I be so stupid, you think? I have wax hardening all over my naked body. Yow! I like how he, like, catapults to the ceiling there. Boom! Oh God, you cry. Was it good for you? I do not think that could be good for anybody, he answers. I have to really think about what he was saying there. Well, perhaps the pain was worth it. I do like this clean-shaven look, you tell him. You're the only one, concludes the barber. May the force be with you. So, we are all ready to fool the KGB. And lucky for us, the next scene is the beach. And we don't, this will be the last time we need to be in this jungle. Rank is minion. Say you're getting faster at this. So we're at the beach. Oops. Can I? Yeah, okay, so we need to slow down a bit. And I'm going to save really quick here. Beach. Okay. We are ready to fool the KGB. Let's go. So last time we walked on this beach, they all gathered around and caught me. This time, whoa, hello, baby, cries the KGB agent. Oh, honey, I thinks I love ya. What happened to his accent? All right, we could just stroll on past. And, yeah, if you don't have this disguise completed, the same thing will happen like the first time I walked on the beach, except there will be some minor dialogue explaining why they figured out it was you. You did it! You made it across the beach without being caught by the KGB agents. What lies ahead now? And what drives me crazy is the part where you need to get the bikini bottom from the pool on the ship. Oh my gosh! How will a guy as clumsy as you ever manage to hike a trail as narrow as this? Now, you would think that you would die from falling off the cliff, but in fact... Whoa, Larry, look out! That was close. You better be more careful. Now, I want you to pay attention to the score. Right now, my score is 236 to 500. If I almost fall off, Larry, look out. You get a point. You get a point every time you almost fall off. So, here's what I'm going to do. So, yeah, you like the whole way around. Let's save it here. I'm going to save the cliff. Not the sliff, it's the cliff. Okay, so he's going around there, and he's going to pop out. Let's speed this up a little bit, since it doesn't really matter, because there's plenty of... There's one part where it's like... Yeah, he's like falls... It's like you really think that he's going to fall, but he never actually does. And every time you almost fall, you get a free point. So it's like, oh, you could waste your time trying to fall like over 250 times to try and max out your score here. But it will just take forever to do that. And there's kind of a reason why you don't want to waste your time doing that. And if I could make it around here. This part always gives me trouble here. Well, sometimes. Because I almost... Yeah, this time I made it through. Like, sometimes I just get caught, and it seems like no matter which direction I go, I almost fall off. So we almost made it at the end of the cliffs here. I'm going to save the cliff again, replace it, because we've made it around the corner. Pausing for a moment, you catch your breath before crossing the airport parking lot to the terminal building, and your escape from that wonderful tropical resort. Nice. Well rested, you stride boldly across the dirt parking lot to the front door of the main terminal building. Oh, and by the way, you didn't think you were going to get to keep all those free points, did you? So it's kind of funny how they give you all those points and they're like, aha, we're just kidding. You're not really getting a point for almost falling off the cliff. So here we are. Boy, are you happy you made it past those cliffs. You swear never to return that way. So let's go to the airport. Halt, cries the military policeman, or I'll shoot. Uh-oh, what's going on here? All right, you pervert, cries the MP. We got laws against people like you. We don't want no cross-dressers hanging out at our airport. Oh, next time you better dress a little more formally for a visit to the airport, Larry. Yeah, we actually need to change back. Wow, that's some almost fall there. God damn it. It's funny because like you do it, you're bound to fall off. Pausing for a moment. Okay, so at this moment, you can actually say wear a suit, and okay, you slip back into your leisure suit and toss a bikini and soap far off the cliff. Too bad, as you were beginning to enjoy wearing women's clothing. At least you still have your beautiful long blonde hair. Well rested, you stride boldly across the dirt parking lot to the front door of the main terminal building. By the way, you didn't think you were going to get all the free points, did you? Okay, we could... boy, you're happy you've made it past those cliffs. You swear never to return that way. Save. Let's say we're at the... Oh, that's right. Now we're at the point to where I've used up all the save spaces. So we can start replacing the older ones. So now we've... Oh, wait. Wait a minute. It took that? Wow, at last you've reported to the airport, and what a disappointment. The security guards patrolling here near the door, there are two men wearing robes. Hare Krishnas. And I saved here for a reason, so let's see if we can get by. Oh, wait! Chance the strangely dressed KGB agent. We have we got a cult for you? If only you could offer them some token of peace and beauty. Once again, you've allowed the KGB agents to recognize and capture you. Now we'll run by their place to see. Okay, it's the same thing again. So we need to get past these guys. And this might be less known today than it was back when this game came out. But the thing that Hare Krishnas, I think, would always hand out would be flowers. And that's why we have... Let's give flower. Yeah, so we can confuse them by giving them the flower. By the way, I didn't mention it, but the military police knew that you were a woman, man in women's clothing from first glance, but the KGB didn't when they saw you on the beach. Here, my little flower child, you tell the KGBshna, make love, not money. And by giving them the flower, it actually confuses them. This so confuses the KGBshna agent that they stumble off towards the native rental... Okay, nice going, Larry. You've succeeded in bypassing the KGBers again. I can't believe... I didn't hit a key. That just kind of... yeah. Alright, looks like we have to end this episode now. It looks like Larry has survived all the KGB agents on the resort island and has made it to the airport. But now at the airport, what could possibly happen? We will have to wait till next time to find out. See you then.